that's it. I really can't complain about the rifle. I think it's well made. It's comfortable to shoot. Three shots neatly into 0.9 of an inch. So I'm really happy with that. Hey guys, and welcome to Ozzie Reviews. Today I'm checking out the Marlin 336C 3030 lever action rifle. Now guys, I've only done one previous lever action rifle review in the Marlin, and that was the 336W TAC a couple of years ago. Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed that review, but this one is one of the brand new Ruger-made Marlins, okay? So I'll talk about that in just a moment, but first of all, go ahead and just clear it there, and we'll give you a run by of it. So we've got the rubber butt pad at the rear, and we've got the dark American walnut stock. Looks really nice. I quite like the look of the rifle, and especially if you're a lever action fan, you'll probably like the look of the actual traditional walnut stock over that of the tactical look on the 336W that I reviewed there a couple of years ago. So let's talk about some of the differences in the new Ruger improved version of the Marlin 3030. So first of all, we've got a cold hammer forged steel barrel instead of the broaching method that they used previously. The barrel crown has also been changed from round to an 11-degree bevel. The barrel shim's been removed, and now we've got an auto barrel torque machine that perfectly aligns the barrel into the receiver there, within 3/4 of a degree, I've been told. The barrel threads were also updated from square to V threads, and the recoil distribution has been changed to eliminate chipping and cracking that some of the Marlins previously suffered from. The fore end on it is a little thinner, so it can be removed and reinstalled a lot easier. And we've also got one of the dead giveaways is the serial number inscription now starts with RM for Ruger made. So you can definitely tell the difference between, the previous Marlin and now the Ruger-made Marlin. Also too, at the rear of the stock, where we always had a black and white bullseye, that's now red and white, to designate the Ruger-made Marlin. So we'll start off with the barrel. As I said, cold hammer forged steel, so 20.25 inches or 51.4 centimeters in length. It's a 1 and 12 inch twist there for 3030. Now, underneath we've got a 6-shot tubular magazine, one up the spout, so you've got 7 in total there, which is great for going out and controlling mobs of feral pigs, or if you're just enjoying a plink with the rifle. There's nothing more fun than doing that as well. Coming back, looking at the sights, so the rear sight, we've got the semi-buckhorn, and on the front there we've got that brass bead with a hood. Now the receiver here is an alloy steel receiver, so look, she's a pretty hefty rifle. 7.5 pounds, that's without any optical rail, or that's 3.4 kilos. But as I said when I did the previous Marlin 3030 review, when it comes up to the shoulder, it's just really nicely well balanced. We've got the satin blue finish here. As I say, the American walnut stock looks really nice. The checkering on it is finished really well. I can't see any imperfections or anything like that with it. The trigger on it, a little bit hefty, 5.5 pounds from my testing. Look, it's grit free, and it breaks fairly crisp. So hopefully, over time, everything will just, get that little bit more smoother, I guess. Like most 3030s that I've used in the past, I can always reflect on my old man's 3030, and it's like butter because, he's had it for years and years, many rounds put through it, and that lever action is just, silky smooth. So this one here has only had a couple of rounds put through it. It's virtually brand new. So on top here, guys, I've got the Leupold VX 3 HD optic. It's a 2.5 to 8 by 36 optic. Now, you know, this wouldn't be what I'd be keeping on the rifle. You know, I'd be putting a red dot on top. However, I've got the scope on top here because I want to be able to test the accuracy. I'm hoping that I can beat the previously obtained 1.6 inch 3-shot group that I got with that 336W TAC version that I reviewed there a couple of years ago. So hopefully I can beat that with the new Ruger made model. So price here in Australia currently at the time of doing this review, we're looking at about $2,200, okay? Made in the USA. I really love Ruger in general as a brand, so I'm really hoping that with their added influence and upgraded changes, they've just made this rifle even better than what it was previously. So let's get out on the farm now, guys, get it zeroed and put a couple of different types of ammo you know, down range, so to speak, and see which ammo this rifle really loves. Okay, so let me run you through the ammo we'll put through the rifle today, guys. We'll start off with the lighter 125 grain jacketed hollow points from Federal. Then we've got 150 grain soft points from PPU. Then we go to the 150 grain Remington core lock. And then last of all, we'll go to the ultra expensive Hornady 160 grain FTX round. So I'm just going to put 3 shots through it. We've got the target up there at 100 and just see which ammunition it takes a preference for and then zero the rifle from there. Okay, so let's look at the target here at 100, guys. First group here with the Federal. Geez, it's almost 2.5 inches, 2.4 inches, so I wasn't too impressed with the results there. Then coming down to PPU, which is probably the cheapest of all the ammunitions, and we've got 3 shots neatly into 0.9 of an inch, so I'm really happy with that. Then coming up to Remington, we had more spread there, about 2 inches of spread to be exact. And then finally we used the Hornady there, and I thought the first 2 shots were almost hole through hole, so I thought, oh, here we go, we're going to be the clear winner of the day with the Hornady. But no, the third shot, it spread it out to about 1.2, 1.3 inches. So yeah, look, I'm in one way happy to say the clear winner was PPU there with 0.9 of an inch because it's the cheapest ammo. So fantastic if, you know, you're on a budget. Obviously, if the cheapest ammo works, then, you know, that's a clear winner. So guys, look, I show it exactly the way it is. As you know, here are the results, and the PPU is what I'm going to use through this rifle. Now, as I say, you can have one up the spout, and then it's a 6-round tubular mag. Loads nice and smoothly through the loading gate. I haven't had any issues or any sort of, you know, snags or catch-ups with it. Rounds go in pretty much without much effort and nice and smooth. Now I just want to demonstrate how the safety works. We've got one up the spout, hammer is cocked, so if we were to pull that trigger, you know, the rifle would fire. However, with the safety, it puts a bar in between where the hammer is and the firing pin, so you can still pull, but it doesn't go off. See how it stops just short there. Now, if you take the safety off, okay, you can pull back to about a quarter, okay, and then you can't pull that trigger. Okay, so that's another inbuilt safety. So you'll find people like, you know, either one or the other, and some people don't even use the safety, but I just thought I'd show you that, you know, up close. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up my final thoughts on the Marlin 336 in 30-30. Now, are the improvements aiding in better accuracy? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, look, I was very happy to be able to get under an inch with PPU ammunition. I mean, that's just brilliant. Budget ammunition, you know, makes it a lot cheaper to shoot, which obviously means more rounds down range. So that's a bargain, isn't it? That's a good deal. So I'm happy with that. I did get stuck a couple of times with the action, you know, and I have lubricated the action there with that CLPX. So yeah, I just find a couple of times just getting stuck with it. And you'll probably see that in some of the footage from this review there. The last part where I was just shooting at the gongs there, I found I got myself caught up. It just sort of hit a little bit of a speed bump and I had to just readjust again and then I was fine. So yeah, look, will that probably smooth out over time like most lever actions? Yeah, I say it probably would. So overall guys, look, there's really nothing to complain about other than I would have liked to have seen more consistency with accuracy with those better brands of ammunition over the PPU. But look, it is what it is. You know, I actually don't mind the trigger on it. As I said, look, 5.5 pounds, but it is very crisp. You know, there's no grit with it or anything like that. It's fairly consistent and I was able to get used to it very, very quickly. So yeah, for this rifle setup, I mean, I'd love to see, you know, just a red dot on top, you know, and chasing pigs through the scrub or just having a bit of plinking fun. I mean, you know, it's a great rifle for that. So really guys, that's it. I really can't complain about the rifle. I think it's well made. It's comfortable to shoot. And, you know, if you're a fan of lever actions, you'll probably really appreciate the traditional walnut looking stock over some of the more modern, you know, black tactical, so to speak, versions. So yeah, that's my honest thoughts on it, guys. I'll leave the review at that. Hope you enjoyed watching it. So till next time, we'll catch you then.